Hey kids, welcome back to String Cheese and Applesauce, where today we're going to build this Lego Disney Elsa Sparkling Ice Castle set. This is set number 41062, 292 pieces, age range is 6 to 12, and comes with 3 minifigures. We had Elsa, Anna, and Olaf. Olaf is a brick-built minifigure. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. See what we have in here. Alright, there's all the contents. So we have a instruction book number 2, kind of folded up. We have a instruction book number 1 that is folded. Look at that, just folded up pretty bad in that box. We have a cool sparkly sticker sheet. See the reflection there. We have a bag 3, a bag 2, and of course bag number 1. And there's a loose plate that was in the box. So let's start with bag number 1. There's everything from bag 1. There's a small bag inside of bag 1, along with another little bag that has, looks like Anna's hair. Dump out the small contents off to the side. So we're going to start with Anna. She's going to be our first figure we're going to build. And she has her shawl. So it's this maroon colored one, just like that. And her head. And then of course her hairpiece, which is in this other little plastic bag. They do give you can see right, you can't really see it too well. There is a little perforated spot that you can grab it and it opens up pretty easily. There's her hairpiece. And she is holding a little torch. Next is a little square piece. And I forget, I haven't seen the whole movie. I only watched about half of it one day when the kids were watching it. Well, let's put it this way. I was watching the movie with my youngest son one day, and we got about 30 minutes in, and he'd seen the movie quite a few times already. And he decided to basically tell me how the movie ended only 30 minutes into the movie. He basically spoiled the movie for me. So I got about halfway through and I was like, you know what, I already know how this is going to end. So I quit watching the movie. But they have seen it quite a few times, so they could probably tell me what this little square thing is. Maybe you guys can. but I think it's basically just his, if I recall, it's his picnic blanket, because he's got a sandwich and a cookie, because that's what he's going to do when it's not winter anymore. He's going to have a nice summer picnic. So I believe that's what this little square thing is. It's Olaf's daydream of being on a picnic. And of course there's Olaf, brick built. Not bad. Next up is a cool little sled. Kind of doesn't look like a sled yet, but it's going to be one. We're going to put a couple of these sloped bricks. Or, I guess they're curved bricks. And then our little sled pieces. So now it's looking like a sled. You can see it's got the cool little ski pieces at the bottom. And then we attach some flowers on these studs that are exposed. The studs on those flowers are actually open. And what we're going to do is we're going to put the handle of this little curled up whip right inside of each one of those open studs on top of that flower. So that gives you the kind of look. I don't think the whips are really meant to be used as whips, but it's more of a styling feature to kind of give the sled this cool little curled back piece. Okay. So there is the sled. We're going to build a little ski slope or a little ice slope piece. There's our ice. This translite blue color is supposed to represent the ice. And we have this Technic plate, a couple Technic pins, Technic bricks, and then that attaches back there. And look at that, you got a little ice slope going down. Put a little bit more decoration on there. A couple 1x2 tiles to top it off. And there you go. Now we have a couple of these ice skates, which are really cool. These are new, well, newish pieces. They've been in some other sets. So those are our ice skates, and they go in this little bucket, which will conveniently attach right there. And then since the slope kind of has this hinge on it, we are going to put one of these little cookie pieces right inside there. And of course the sled goes right down it. So that is, oh, you know what? I actually put these whip pieces on the wrong side. They should go on the back end. Alright, so that is it for bag number 1. Basically had a couple minifigures, a sled, a little ice slope, and we do have quite a few extra pieces from bag 1. I'll scoot those to the side, push all this to the side, because we're going to move right into bag number 2. So there's the contents of bag 2. We have a small bag of pieces that was in the bigger bag. So we got some white panels. Good assortment of plates. We have this newish brick with this ridge going through it. I have seen this in another set or two that I've gotten recently. Can't remember which ones though. Alright, so we're going to start off with this big triangular plate. Alright, so that's basically the beginning of the ice castle. I'm going to scoot some of these pieces around because that loose plate that was in the box now is being used. Quite a bit of trans blue in this set. And some sparkling trans blue. Alright, so these are basically the beginnings of the steps that are going to go into the ice castle. trans blue cheese slopes. Oops. Bumped the table. Everything's falling. Pretty straightforward build so far. The only thing that I would say is make sure you pay attention to where they're telling you to put each little piece. Like for example, this piece sitting right here in the middle. If you put it one stud, one off one way or the other, it could potentially cause you some problems down the road. Starting some of the ice stuff, and this rock panel here, you can see it's the trans light blue color, but it's got the sparkle already into it, so it's molded with that sparkle. It's not a print. Yeah, it's definitely all the way through that plastic. So, pretty cool little sparkling rocks you got there. Alright, so we've got this panel, and this is where we start to put some stickers on. Go ahead and add these stickers now. So the first one is this little sticker of some ice cream on some shelves, and then on the outside of that, basically just going to have this decorative patterned piece right on the middle. Good enough. And that goes right there. Next is the other panel, and on this one looks like it's a little shelf with a glove and scarf rack. And same on the other side, it's just this decorative pattern sticker. So you can see some of the foil, sparkly snowflakes. And it just has this stripe pattern going down the middle. Okay, so there are two panels. Rotate this around. Have a little dome in there. A couple flowers. And a sparkly ice gem there. And some as it is ice. We do have ice cream. So there's our popsicle. And who doesn't like chocolate ice cream cones? Nobody. There's a chocolate ice cream cone right there. And we have a round tile with a round sticker on it. The round stickers are the hardest ones to get on. Close enough. That attaches right there. Next is this fancy brick piece. And a not so fancy brick piece. Alright, so this is going to be our spiral staircase inside the castle. See how that spirals? And it can retract back. Push it out. Nice little spiral staircase. It's nothing new. It's been seen in plenty of other sets before that have spiral staircases. A lot of castles and Hobbit, Lord of the Rings sets have that detail. Now they're not this kind of baby blue color, so the color is new or rare. Turn this back around. Alright, so there's another couple little steps to get into the castle there. building a little tree off to the side. We have this leaf piece. I put a little snowball on there, a flower, and one of these bars that's going to represent a little bit of ice hanging down. That goes there. And we have another one. It's a darker green foliage piece. 2 snowballs. And 2 more little icicle. And last but not least, a couple of these little baby bows. And there we go. That completes bag number 2 and instruction book number 1. We do have a couple extra pieces. Oops. Up here where you can see them from bag number 2. Let's go ahead and finish this model off with bag number 3. Of course, we get our little bag inside the big bag. And they save the last minifigure for the last bag. This is Elsa. Has the cool shawl as well. She has a bow in her hair in the back, and of course she's carrying a piece of ice or a piece of water in its frozen state. Okay. Back to this sparkling castle. Around, we have another one of these sparkling rock panels. Oops. It'd help if it was right side up. Tip of the day. Don't put the bricks on upside down. Build a little bed. And the bed has a sticker on the tile here. That's going to represent the blanket. The bed tucks right in back there. Here's our little crown. It's sitting just on what looks like a little table. And we'll have a little bottle of perfume or some other beauty product. And we finish that end off with another sparkling ice panel. Turn it back around. Little torch there for fire, or for light. A fire for light. See it right there. But it won't melt the ice, don't worry. Speaking of ice, here's a couple little bars for icicles. Now we're going to build the top portion of the castle. It's going to be built kind of as a sub piece that we'll just stick on the top. Big sparkling ice panel. These are pretty cool. They're 1x2 plates with little teeth sticking straight up out of them. Couple more icicles. And another one of the round tiles with a sticker on it. Now we have a couple greenery pieces, another torch for light. Have a piece of mail, and this whole piece basically just connects right to the top of the castle, just like that. Next up is a couple of flower bouquets. There's one. There's two. They basically just attach right down there at the bottom of the castle. And then we have 4 of these flowers with gems. We're just gonna distribute evenly around the second level. Big purple snowflake. It goes on the top of the castle. And lastly, we have this book that will fold over. You can see these books, whenever you fold them, they kind of put these little stretch marks on the plastic. And this is where we use our last sticker. This sticker is the cover of this book. There's our book, and the book goes to the top of the castle, basically the reading room. We do have a couple skis. And the skis, you put them back to back. You can actually slide them down here on this little slotted 1x2 plate. Except they don't really stay in there that well. I guess the instructions are showing them more or less leaning in like that. And that does it. Once again, we had a few extra pieces. There they are. And the skis already fell over. Don't know what I'm going to do with those. Alright. So this is what we've got. We've got Elsa in her ice castle. We have a sled, a little ice ski slope. You, of course, have Anna and Olaf dreaming about what he's going to do when it's summer. There we go. Alright, so we're going to do a review of this set, and we'll also do a video where we look at the minifigures in more depth. But I really appreciate you guys watching. Give me a big thumbs up if you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more of these cool builds or reviews that we're going to do, and all the highlights of the minifigures. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.